Greetings all. Varikam I here of Varikaba Mystics. Welcome to this segment here. We have daily PowRa, daily look at the archetype, the astrological, the numerological influences and energies for today, color therapy, aroma therapy, and mineral therapy. And this day, the first day of the week, is that initiative, determined, willful energy of the soul. You know, the sun is our soul, it's a cosmic soul, it's also our soul. It represents our soul. And it's the start of the week. It's a physical day. Therapy for today is orange and white. The aromatherapy is frankincense, and the mineral therapy is gold. Okay, this day, right? Excuse me, just misplaced my notes. Numerologically, we have an influence of a 7, and it being the first day of the week, and the 23rd, the 2 and the 3 is balancing our creativity and altogether culminating to a 5 energy. So it's all about learning lessons, making changes, and being advanced about it, you know. We're in the 9th month, and the 9 is all about culmination, ending the old, tried and tested, and bringing in the new and improved. Okay, new, unknown, and improved as well. It's a bit of a mystery in knowing, but definitely we know what is gonna propel us to what's not. And once we're in something and we realize if it's not propelling us, then we know where to halt as well. And that 2018 energy of this year helps us garner the right of being in the right state, being in the right place, being the right. You know, 2018 culminating to 11 vibration. 11 is all about your intuition, the unseen, okay, and then helping us hone in and bring about the best relations, okay, because we know we're social beings, we come on earth to relate, okay, to learn how to relate. But first of all, knowing to relate with ourselves and with our intangible sources, which helps, which what that 11 vibration is all about when it comes to the intuitive guide, is knowing that you do have relations. And once you can master and garner that, we can come into the true, successful, supportive, tangible relations. Okay. And it culminating to a 7 vibration all in all is all about that reflecting on that and getting to know what that looks like, what that means by going within, again, to get those intuitive guidance, so then you know how to best move forward or where to next move forward. Okay, astrologically, we have the soul in Virgo up until the 4th of November, and we have the mood right now in Aquarius. Okay, and we also have this square with Mercury to Saturn, and we'll be later on in the day trining Mars. Okay, the moon is actually in Aquarius, so we'll be moving into Pisces, where we'll be having the full moon tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow and Tuesday, or Mars Day, I'd like to say. It's a prelude to it all, and it's the energies that we're feeling in the last 3 days up until now is what's gonna really be the focus at the full moon. And so this conjunction that we've had with Sol in Virgo and Mercury is still playing us, and it's still really good for us to check how we intellectualize our need for the free, and see where we have been restricted, specifically with the Saturn square right now, because we're all about communicating practically our souls knowing with this conjunction, and it being in the mood being in Aquarius is us wanting to free up and just go full hearty at it, specifically with Mars in Capricorn, after we've established and checked where we have nip and tuck a little, get more practical about it with the Saturn energy alongside Capricorn. But when Capricorn is housing Mars, we got more fire and fuel behind that soul's knowing. although Mercury is in Virgo, so be more practical about it. So we're not just moving rashly, but the mood in Aquarius is making us want to make those moves and free up regardless of what any of the constraints are. But the constraints are have been already for such a long time in us expanding towards our spirituality. We are breaking the molds where Saturn is in Sagittarius. We are breaking the, spirituality means ghosts. We now know better. Our mood knows that that's not right. Spirituality means freedom, right? So again, this whole square is looking to me like it's about us intellectualizing the need to be free and see where we have been restricted, and now allow our spirit, our soul nature to move progressively, passionately forward, regardless of any, fears, doubts, or social constraints, and feel the feels. All of us are going to be feeling the feels because the mood is in a water sign, in the Alpha Omega, and that martyr sign, the one that knows humanity's plights, has been around. Okay, Pisces energy, and knows now wants to be fanatical about it. Bring the ideals into play, bring the fantasies, the dreams into reality, and you are apt for that. And you'll be best off to ground yourself and making those moves, being diligent and succinct with how you move forward, not being too wavery, but then not being too dogmatic or pedantic as well. Moving with your soul's truth, your soul's knowing. Okay, let's see what we have for the spread today. We have Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Sandalphon. And underneath the deck, we have Archangel Haniel. Okay, here we have Jophiel's talking about loyalty, wonder. I'm going to bring this forward a little. We'll do it like this. New setup today, right? And by the way, these are for sale. If you like what we do here, if it helps you, please do support by either donating to the channel or purchasing one of our services. We have many. If you look up on Upright Root and Aspire Higher Instagram page, you'll be able to see all that we do. And I do personal dailies as well, so check that out. Okay, and please do like and share and subscribe because it just helps the message flow to more people, right? Okay, so Jophiel, wonder. Archangel Jophiel is the holy liberator, helps you understand that we are all one. Okay, and this message reads: in many ways, the famous painting of the Last Supper of Leonardo da Vinci, shown in this icon, signifies the ending of one era and the beginning of another. Yes, the finality of the Piscean age and the arousal of the Aquarian age. Thus, divine feminine virtues are brought forth, extolling the power of life, compassion, and empathy. If you gaze just to the left of the Christ figure, you will see Mary Magdalene as a representation of this force. So Jophiel's heart sigil is asking you to behold the wonderment of your own life, the chorus of superlatives that may be occurring through your own soul's sojourn, as you relinquish the pains of the past for the joys of the future, as you let go of the old patriarchal paradigms for the allure of the more heartfelt ways. Feel how your life can be defined in a completely different way. And chant ah through your heart chakra to be made rich by your quest for wonder. Beautiful. I actually made a meme with this painting, and where we have Mary Magdalene, I had put in the like the meme. You have to check it out. It's quite funny. I find it funny, and a few people do laugh at it. Someone tried to correct me, telling me no, because we know that this whole scene right here is astrological based. And even though they personify it with people, you know, Jesus representing the sun, Mary Magdalene representing Virgin Virgo, and all the other people then, the 12 zodiac signs from, you know, Pisces, Aries to Aquarius, and everybody else there. And with the meme, I kind of played on the fact that Mary Magdalene is the only female there, and us unearthing the energy understanding of the hidden sign constellation of Ophiuchus. Okay, it's rising, babe. Maybe let's drink some water. Okay, and yeah, so it's we look at it as it being Ophiuchus, right? And definitely with new age. Okay, we're moving into new age, away from the Piscean age, and moving into the Aquarius age. So no longer being plagued by belief systems, okay, and the ill fanatical ways, but moving forward with truth and knowing spirituality, knowing spirit is first and matter is after. Yes, baby. Spirit is first and matter is after, right? And that's the same with understanding that divine feminine should be upheld. Okay, the matriarchal is an important part of us. It is the spirit side. And remember, spirit is first and matter is after. Never to negate patriarchal, and understand that we need that masculine energy, the divine masculine energy. Okay, we need the masculine energy to be divine, not just patriarchal. And the matriarchal, not just matriarchal, but divine matriarch. You know, because we all encompass of feminine and masculine energy within us. So important for us to cultivate that. Okay. And in doing so, there's so much more wonder in the world, so much more wondrousness of life. It's a beautiful thing. And then we have Archangel Sandalphon. Okay. And Archangel Sandalphon helps us, you know, realize the cycles of nature. Okay. And we have stillness. The sacred guardian. It says this heart sigil icon reveals to you a vision of the setting sun over snow-clad fields, reminding you of the profound stillness you may recover after your industrious day, project or passage of time. This stillness will reconnect you with your soul, powerful and especially wise energies that are so often depleted during the busyness of our hectic lives. Doing and doing and doing. Of all the angelic splendors, Sandalphon flourishes through the vast stillness of the cosmos, from which all creativity flows, and which arrives in this moment for you to review your own energy expenditure. Breathing deeply the soft, still vistas of this seemingly soundless landscape, and feel its beauty penetrate your cells with the soulful quality of the sacred guardian of earth and of your carbon body. Chant He for your crown chakra, reminding you of the infinite connection you have with the all that is and shall be forevermore. Again, reminding us of that oneness, knowing that we all come from source and source emanates us all. You know, important always to check our spirit and not lose our soul. Okay. And this is what somewhat this conjunction with Mercury in Soul, Virgo, then the square with Saturn and Sagittarius, and then the trine with Mars, Capricorn itself, and has to figure out with the mood being in Aquarius. Okay, it's the restrictions that we've had on our spirit and move our souls knowing. And then we have Archangel Haniel, the courageous warrior spirit archangel, and we have loyalty, and it reads, Haniel's wings fan the flames of passionate spiritual conviction that both Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King possessed. They believe that all people should live lives of freedom based on equality and similarity. It is virtue that stirs Haniel's actions. The archetypal values of peace and freedom work like magic in this archangel's heart. and soul assistance was immediately pledged to both these amazing grace lovers, amazing peace lovers. Can you call it grace? In the preparation of their immaculate documents concerning non-violence, peaceful protest against injustice and unfairness. Likewise, Haniel brings to you an account of the substance of your own loyalty and faith, and a prayer to Haniel can open richness within your heart. To be loyal is to renew one's faith time and time again on the anvil of devotion, and when we commit ourselves fully, a seal of honor is pledged. This sigil inspires and directs us to a consistency within our devotional path. So spend a moment or two feeling it enter your own heart, then chant "Who" through the sacral chakra to stimulate loyalty and faith in your life. Yes, having faith of to know that the unseen works before the seen, time and time again, regardless of what anybody and anything else may say. You know, there still be peace and justice, and more will be bestowed upon you once you realize, yeah, that spirit is first and matters after, and moving with your soul's truth, regardless of what society says to you or tells you have to be about. Devote yourself to your soul's knowing, okay? Because it's your spirit that may be warped, that will tell you like, no, we have to go with the status quo, or no, there's, you know, the ego. Align your ego to your soul's knowing, your soul's truth, and you shall be propelled where you're supposed to be. Okay, then we have whoop whoop. Ooh, is wonderful. Trust that vibe, okay? Sonia Jacket. If you want to experience the joy of sixth sensory living, you must completely accept your psychic sense as a natural and necessary to living a divinely guided life. Yes, again, negating the fact, you know, because yesterday I went out briefly, and I was just in the shop, like probably being a real somebody, and I was just there chatting to myself loudly, and people were looking at me like, okay, oh, what? And I was, yeah, talking. So yeah, I know you see me looking at me crazy like I'm talking to myself, but don't you know that we are all spirit beings, and my spirit team is all around me. Likewise for you. Like, so talk to yourself. No, it's not a sign of madness. It's properly just trying to evoke some shit in people. And yeah, it's like, yeah, be that, know that, and regardless of what people might think and look at you crazy about, do you, okay? No, talking to yourself is not a sign of madness. It's a sign of knowing thyself, okay? And if you can do that comfortably and still, you know, move and still do all the things that you're supposed to do, you know you're not crazy. You know you're not crazy. Don't let people tell you otherwise, okay? You must completely accept your psychic sense as a natural and necessary to live in a divinely guided life. Better yet, to make it your first sense into a value to you. See it as the most glorious part of you. Okay, let me read that again. If you want to experience the joy of sixth sensory living, you must completely accept your psychic sense as a natural and necessary to living a divinely guided life. Yes, that those intuitive nudges that you get. Like I was just moved to just be chatting to myself, and yeah, I got them looks, but people were still, because what I was saying wasn't all wayward. You know what I mean? Yes, I was talking to myself out loud, but I wasn't talking crazy stuff. I was talking truth, and it involved people most definitely. Okay. Better yet, make it your first. Oh, I keep missing my sentence. Okay, so if you want to completely accept your psychic sense as a natural and necessary to your love to you, living a divinely guided life. Better yet, make it your first sense in terms of value to you. See it as the most glorious part of you, a reflection of your divine nature. Birds have radar, whales have sonar, and you have vibes. It's the divine plan. In feeling and trusting your vibes, it's important to realize that this heart-based sense is actually the universe knocking at your door, trying to make your life easier, more successful, and more delightful. Accept that you are fully operating divinely guided in sixth sensory being who is getting into the flow of higher vibrations, and simply enjoy the life of synchronicities and blessings, of wonder and beauty that brings that it brings. Let your mantra be whoop whoop is everywhere, is where it's at for me. Yes, again, that what the you know, being wondrous, being awe-filled with life, you know, being adventurous, carefree, and just being fun, you know, just and this is always gonna bring more fun towards us. You know, when we get stuck and we are in a state of fight or flight and you know depriving of ourselves of our true nature is when we get yeah, baby. So oh because she was leaning that side. Yeah, it deprives us from our joy when we're not in our state of awareness, you know, important. And underneath the deck we have clear the past. Yes, so we need that in this culmination season. We have to clear the way, remove the obstacles from yesteryear and move forward into the newness. And woo woo is wonderful is number one. Okay, again, and today being the first day of the week is also vibrating on a one energy. It's about initiating and being determined and willful. And you know, your will comes from your soul, your source, and the will associates to your ego. And let your ego be aligned to your soul, and you'll be propelled. When your ego is aligned to a misaligned ego, sorry, misaligned spirit, or just anchored in anything other than your truth, then that will derail you. Okay, remember, we have we have 36 to clear the past, which is a 9. Okay, and you know 9 is all about clearing the past so you can bring in new and improved. Okay, yeah, so just clear out the past, you know, take the time to realize what needs to go, you know, break those chains. Okay, and know that your guardian angels are there as a beacon of light for you, and the archangels most definitely are there to heighten your vibration always. So be free, break those shackles, you know, release the pain. We're coming into the full moon, which is all about that, clearing up the way so we can come into the newness, releasing and letting go, and integrating what we've learned during this lunar cycle. Okay. Right. And then for the tarot message, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which looks at building foundation, structure, legacy in a physical realm, you know. Yeah, a real built up foundation in the physical realm. And us looking back with the Five of Cups on that, what we have already built, right? And realizing that we have been fighting the Five of Swords. We're getting a lot of five these days. Five of Cups is ruminating, looking over spilt milk. And this is what we're looking over here, the foundation that we have already built since moving into this new age. Since we're moving into this new age, what we have built in the Piscean age, all the taxes that we have with religion and looking at spirituality like it's a myth, when actually that is the truth. And realize that, oh, like, you know, some of us are feeling like, oh my gosh, religion that we've been in for so long, because all of that is breaking down. The religion that we've been in for so long, the philosophies, the cultures, the traditions that we have been following is really not really where it's at, and finding it hard to even look to what it is, spirituality, knowing that spirit comes before any religion and is the basis for all religion. Feeling and thinking like you have been fighting a losing battle, okay, and realizing that, oh, where I thought I was winning, like actually nah. But even better still, moving forward and knowing that, moving away from the crying of a spilt milk and what we thought the foundation was supposed to be, moving into more fulfilling foundations and completing that emotional bliss. Okay, the Ten of Cups is looking at a complete emotional blissfulness, happy family, happy love, happy house, happy town, happy. Okay, and underneath the deck we have Page of Cups there, which is a messenger. Yes, and that's that Pisces energy right there, utilizing that energy for its highest good, grounding it in with the Virgo energy. okay? But moving with it still, because it's a very good way to create your reality. Pisces, with all that imagination, with all that the fantasy and the idealism, can really create grand things if it's within truth. Okay, when you love, you live, you learn, and stay in the now by being in joy. Give thanks. Yes, those little instances right there, it helps you understand what's what, because when you're on path, my this one here just moved to the side, and that was the message I was trying to relate, that I was supposed to relate. It reminded me as it moved, because know that the spirit guides are all around us again, and it will help us when we stay in tune, and we'll get to like the more blissful connections. Again, that 2018 year is all about those real relationships that's going to help us get to where we're supposed to be. And most of them are past life connections. Remember, we're just recycled parts of the soul. Okay, we're just recycled parts of the soul, and that is a beautiful thing. Recognize the beauty in that, and you'll see the beauty everywhere else around you. And for romance angels, we have, look at this, because I actually pulled this card last night before I went to sleep, and we're rising up now. It's after 6 in the morning. But yeah, what came up first is wedding. Okay, so this situation involves marriage. Yes, because with the cards, it tells, because I didn't check the underneath the card. We've got 6 of cups, which looked at past life connections. Okay, blissful, emotional bliss. And then we have this page of cups, which looks about messages of love again as well, in a fresh form. It's rehashing the good of the Pisces energy. Okay, and then we have the 10
of cups. I've got some milk in there.
Yeah, got milk. Yeah, okay. And we got the 10 of cups here, which is all about emotional bliss, emotional fulfillment, right? And we can get that. And when we realize that the old built up way is not the best way, okay? And we should move away from trying to fight about it, and we should definitely move away from ruminating over it. Excuse me, baby.
No need to try one less drop.
Exactly, there's no need to cry of what's already been done and dusted. Moving into the new, and we can get into real good relations, as we keep saying. This situation involves marriage, and you have to trust that. Trust that isn't the card. The situation is calling for you to have faith, okay, and never to have blind faith, because that's the Piscean energy as well. Don't have blind faith about it. Know, work, get to know, ground yourself, check your soul, and you know where to put your faith into and how to move. Because remember, we say here that faith without works equals nada. Okay, you can have all the faith in the world, but if you're not moving with the instinctive, it's like when you pray, you didn't have to listen for the cues. You prayed for something, you asked for something, you begged or pleaded for something, right? So then take time to realize what you've been asked, or where you've been asked to go, what you've been asked to do to get to what you're asking for. That's it. And let not again, underneath the deck we have religious factors, and your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, let me not be spooked by spirituality. We now know that spirituality doesn't mean ghost, doesn't mean evil. It's the way of life. It's the natural cycle. It kind of helps us realize when we stay in our when we come into our stillness, we realize that spirit just means energy, vibration, frequency, unseen. And how many things do we move with on that we know is helping us, is for us, that is unseen, like the breath, okay, like our thoughts and feelings. Those are intangible things, but our thoughts and feelings eventually manifest into density and become reality. Okay, we can't see the breath of when we have those cold days and we have the fog and stuff, we can definitely see it then. But most of the time, we know that we're breathing and we don't see oxygen, but we know it's needed. And we don't know that, we may not realize that it's the trees that's helping us synthesize oxygen, but it's needed. Without it, we wouldn't be living, where the tree takes what we don't need and gives us what we do need. It takes from us what we don't need and what it needs. In exchange, the duality, the yin and yang of things, the feminine and masculine. And remember, the unseen comes first, the feminine energy, the receptiveness, the nurturingness, the empatheticness, and then the seeingness, the drive, the go-getter, the physical materialization of things. If you look at a yoni and the lingam, you know, the yoni that isn't, I mean, you can see it's outside, but it's almost unseen, and then the lingam is more, it's a stretched thing, so it's seen more so. If you get what I'm saying, but let me not go too far there. But yes, enjoy this new week. Okay, create what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you become. Okay, so take time and, you know, work your magic. What do you need to culminate? What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Okay, really and truly, to move best in this forward into the Aquarian age. And check the instances on Pisces energy, what it was already. And, you know, religious factors is a big thing, because Pisces knows spirituality, but puts spirituality into a box, and then allowed it to be all kinds of misconstrued, cultivated isms and schism. Yeah, sleep on it. Sleep on it, so you know what the changes you need to make. Before you go to sleep, ask your guardian angels, how can I best move forward? How can I utilize these energies? What is it that I need to do specifically? And move with that. Give thanks, baby. Peace. Much love.
Ciao.